I've been here since 4:30 for something like shortness of breath and chest pains. Just for someone to tell me I have to wait 2 to 6 hours before I can even be seen was actually the last post made by Lashonna Ward of Milwaukee. So here we go. Miss Lashonna Ward actually dies after a very, very, very and unnecessary length of time she spent in an emergency room. When she was checked in, she initially went in and her sister had to drive her up there. She went into the emergency room because she was complaining of tightness of her chest and chest pains. So as soon as they arrived to the local Milwaukee hospital, they initially told her, after she told them about her chest pains, they told her that it will be a 2 to 6 hour wait before anyone can see her. So before she was all checked in, they did actually run a multiple number of tests on her. And one of those tests included X-ray examination. So that was performed. And in that X-ray examination, they came to find out that she did have a enlarged heart. So I don't know if anyone actually know anybody that ever had an enlarged heart, but I actually personally know someone that was going through a situation like that. And thank God it wasn't as serious as they thought it was. But an enlarged heart is a condition where literally any second you could just drop and you will be ended. So it's a very, very serious condition that you are supposed to take serious. It's not up there with a condition like a sprained ankle and you coming into the emergency room. It's a condition where you should be put at the top of the list if you have to go into the emergency room with complications and it's found that you have an enlarged heart. It's something that's very, very serious. So Tashana Ward, she ended up making a post and it was just saying, I hope they don't have me here for all this time. And once so much time ended up going and she started feeling lightheaded and weak, I'm going to turn this up so you guys can hear. And this is fair use, and this is coming from out of ABC.
She never made it. At 9:25, she was pronounced dead.
She had a lot of dreams, and her life ended way too soon.
In a statement, the hospital expressed sympathy, but said it can't comment further. The family has hired an attorney. Dr. Martha Gulati, a cardiologist who's read the medical examiner's report, says Ward's story is far too common for heart patients.
Younger people have the greatest delays in even initiating care. We say it's worse to be a woman, and it's worse to be a young woman. It's also worse to be a young Black woman.
Tonight, Ward's family calling for change while mourning the bright light they've lost. Kristen Dahlgren, NBC News.
All right, so that is that. And so that was just a small rundown. But also, what really, really kind of stood out and brought a tear to my eye when I was going over this story is that about a year ago, well, almost a year ago, back in March of 2019, she was actually with child. She was pregnant, and she ended up having a stillborn. And that is when they ended up finding out that Shauna had a enlarged heart after she had the stillborn, and she ended up, unfortunately losing her baby. So she went through that situation, and then, later on she loses her life. It's just a sad situation all the way around. And I just look at it like this. We are supposed to, America is actually considered to be one of the best countries in the world. And I look at it like this. If we're supposed to be up in that category, considered one of the best countries of the world, and we go into a health facility with complications of something very, very serious about our health, and they choose who they pull back according to what type of medical care you have, what type of things is your medical insurance gonna cover, or what type of insurance do you have? Is it the top of the line? Is it the lower insurance? It's like whether you live or whether you don't live here in America depends on what your insurance is looking like. And I don't know if that's the case. I don't know what type of insurance she had, but I can say I've experienced that personally, and it's something that's not right and something that needs to change. And I know when I was reading through the article, which I am going to drop down in the description box, you are free to check that out, most definitely. Her parents have got a lawyer. Some people went up there to speak with them on this situation that happened to Shauna, and they just expressed their condolences, but they said that they actually can't speak on the situation because they know they're facing some repercussion behind this. So my condolences go out to Lashonna Ward's family. And, I just pray that you guys can move forward and get some good healing. And I pray that justice is served with this situation. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button.